Hello and welcome to virtual yoga therapy made possible through UCLA Health's Integrative Medicine Collaborative. My name is Julie Rowland and I work as a yoga therapist, and I'm happy to be here today as your guide as we explore our relaxation response. We'll practice seated today, coming either on the floor or onto a chair, entirely up to you. And we'll begin the practice with what's called a centering. And when we practice centering, we are turning the focus inward. So many distractions throughout our day, it's hard to remember that we have the choice to turn inward. As one of my teachers says, to not, he says, you don't have to attend every argument that you're invited to. So we'll be practicing techniques in these next 30 minutes to help us remember to detach or to release from that sense of tension and stress that is a reflex. So for the centering, you can practice with your eyes opened or closed, entirely up to you. And begin by bringing your awareness to temperature. Comparing the temperature where your skin is clothed as opposed to exposed. Noticing the difference in temperature from the soles of your feet and the top of your head. Maybe even a difference in temperature from the front of the body versus the back of the body. Using this somatic sensation of temperature to remind ourselves that we are not just our thoughts and our emotions, that all of this is happening in physical form that we call body. The body only knows how to be in the present. It's the mind that wanders. The body always working here, always regulating to keep you safe and well. Freeing yourself from all other moments as you come into this one without resisting, without grasping. Using temperature when the mind wanders to return to the present. Bringing a sense of tenderness to yourself. Now shift your awareness to the unassisted quality of the breath. The breath that is never not here, the breath that is a great tool for, once again, for being in the present, for coming into the moment. And we'll begin our movement here by dropping the tongue from the roof of the mouth. When we are stressed, we tend to press the tongue to the roof of the mouth. So if you find it there, kindly drop it down to the floor. And now begin consciously breathing in and out, inhaling through the nostrils and exhaling through nostrils or slightly parted lips, entirely up to you. Set a rhythm and a pace for your breath. And see if you can get a sense of that oceanic nature of the breath, the ebbing and the flowing, the coming and the going, the accepting and the releasing. We'll be here for a minute or so, just focusing on this conscious breath without pushing or forcing the breath, just consciously breathing in and out. Making sure that the breath is initiating in the abdominal region. With every inhale, as if you're filling up a balloon in the torso, belly comes away from the spine. And with the exhale, the belly pulls back toward the spine. Every breath, a reminder that we are capable of creating change. Still consciously breathing in and out. Begin to notice that with every inhale, there's a lengthening in the spine. And with every exhale, there's a little flexion or folding. And we'll begin by following this breath using the cervical spine in the neck, and thoracic spine in the torso, and the low lumbar. With your next inhale, lift the chin up toward the ceiling. And with your exhale, bring the chin to the chest. Continuing on your own with the inhale, lengthening and reaching, arching in the low back. And with the exhale, bringing the chin to the chest. Continue on your own, letting the breath lead. On your next inhale, lift the chin up toward the ceiling. And with the exhale, bring the chin toward the chest, keeping the chin here. As you breathe in and out, feeling a release of tension in the back of the neck, dropping the tongue if it's crept up. Breathing as smoothly and evenly as you can. On your next inhale, return the head to center and exhale. Inhaling, lifting tall in the spine. Exhale, bring the right ear toward the right shoulder. Take the left hand and reach down for the floor, creating space between the left ear and the left shoulder. Here, the release on the left side of the neck, giving a squeeze to the right. On your next inhale, return the head and hand to neutral and side out through the mouth. Inhale, lift tall in the spine. Exhale, left ear toward the left shoulder. Taking the right hand and reaching it down for the floor, creating space between the right ear and the right shoulder. No tension, no pain. Minding the edge. If it feels too easy, think about going a little deeper. If it feels too hard, think about backing off. With your next inhale, head and hand to center, and exhale. Inhale, lifting up in the spine. Lift the right arm up. And with the exhale, cross the hand over the head, reaching for the left ear, giving the left ear squeeze and a tug and a fold. Pressing the right palm into the ear. Inhale, lifting tall. Exhale, apply light pressure to the left side of the head as you bring, once again, the right ear toward the right shoulder, and the left hand reaches down. Feel the ease. Feel the pleasure with the releasing. On your next inhale, return to center. And exhale, bring the right hand down to the lap. Take a few breaths here, resisting the urge to go to the other side, creating a gap and a pause. On your next inhale, lift tall in the spine, lift the left arm up. And on the exhale, cross over the head, bringing the left hand to the right ear, squeezing, tugging, folding. And then applying that light pressure to the right side of the face. Inhale, lift tall. Exhale, here's that pressure. Right hand reaches down. Remembering that we tend to hold a lot of stress, a majority in the neck and the shoulders. On your next inhale, return to center and sigh it out. Inhale, pinch the shoulders up. And exhale, release forcefully. 2 more like that. Inhale, squeeze. And release. Last one on your own. Rotating the shoulders now forward and up. Exhale, back and down. Continue on your own. Releasing synovial fluid in the ball and socket joint we call shoulder. Using the body to help the mind calm by attaching breath to movement. Heading in the opposite direction, inhale back and up, exhale forward and down. Continue. And come back to center. We'll continue to release the neck here as you inhale, lift tall. With your exhale, bring the chin to the chest. Inhale, return to neutral. Exhale, go to the right at an angle. Inhale, center. Exhale, right ear to right shoulder. Inhale, center. Exhale, angle to the right toward the back. And back to center. Inhale. And exhale, lift your chin up toward the sky or the ceiling. And exhale, back to neutral. Inhale, lifting tall. Exhale, toward an angle toward the left back. Inhale, center. Exhale, left ear toward the left shoulder. Inhale, center. Exhale, left angle. Inhale, center. And sigh it out. Take a few breaths here. We'll do the same asana in the opposite direction. Inhale, lifting tall. Exhale, left angle. Inhale, center. Exhale, left ear to left shoulder. Inhale, center. Exhale, angle toward the back, left. Inhale, center. Exhale, lift the chin. Inhale, center. Exhale, angle toward the back right. Inhale, center. Exhale, right ear to right shoulder. Inhale, center. Exhale, toward the right in an angle. Inhale, center. And sigh it out. Notice how you feel after just about 12 minutes of breathing and moving. Bring the hands together in front of your heart space. Warming the palms together as you rub left to right, right to left, connecting left and right hemispheres of the brain. Press the palms together and feel that change you've created, the heat you've generated between your palms. With your inhale, bring the shoulder blades together back behind you. Lift the chin, arch in the back. And with the exhale, reverse. Clasp the hands, chin to chest. Inhale as you open and lift and arch. And exhale as you flex and fold and release. Continue on your own. Liberating the spine, creating space between the vertebrae. Notice you've chosen a rhythm and a pace. With every inhale, taking in the present moment, and with the exhale, releasing the past, releasing CO2, which you no longer need. Releasing fear and anxiety With every inhale, bringing in newness and freshness of the moment. One more, just like this. And return to the neutral position. Chin slightly tucked, sitting up as tall as you can. Feel that heat you've generated, the change you've created. Practice a few sun salutations in honor of the light, in honor of yesterday being the shortest day. With your inhale, circle sweep, reach the arms up. Press the palms together, follow the breath down, exhale, fold. With your inhale, grab onto the back of the right thigh, lift up. And with your exhale, bring the forehead towards the knee. Inhale, extend the right leg long. And exhale, drop the right leg down. Inhale, circle sweep, reach. Exhale, press the palms and fold. Grab onto the left thigh as you inhale, lift it up and arch. Exhale, forehead toward the knee. Inhale, extend the left leg long. And exhale, drop it down. Inhale, circle sweep, reach. Follow the breath, exhale, fold. Grab onto the right thigh, inhale, lift and arch. Exhale, bring the knee toward the forehead. Inhale, extend the right leg long. And exhale, drop the right leg. Circle sweep, reach, inhaling. Exhaling, following the breath down. Inhale, grab onto the left thigh. And exhale, extend the left leg long. Inhale as you drop it down, circle sweep. And exhale, fold. One more time on each side. Inhaling, lengthening, exhaling, folding. Grabbing onto right thigh, inhaling, arch. Exhale, knee to forehead. Inhale, extend the right leg. And exhale, drop. Circle sweep, reach. Exhale, follow the breath down. Grab onto the left thigh, inhale, arch. Exhale, forehead toward the knee. Inhale, extend the left leg long. And exhale, drop the leg down. Inhale, circle sweep, reach up. Press the palms together and exhale, bring the hands in front of your heart space. So these are sun salutations. They're intended to heat, bringing the sunlight in. Let's practice another version. Inhale as you circle sweep, reach up. Exhale as you fold. Inhale, bring the hands to the thighs, arch in the back, extend the chin. And on your exhale, extend the legs and the hands. The arms are facing each other. On your inhale, come back to the arch. And on your exhale, fold completely. Inhaling, circle sweep, reach up. And exhale, hands to your heart, close the pose. Two more like that. Inhale, circle sweep, reach. Exhaling, following the breath down. Inhaling, pressing palms to the thighs and arching. And exhale, extending the arms and the legs, palms face each other. Inhaling back to the arch. Exhaling, folding. Inhaling, circle sweep, reach up. And exhale, close the pose. Last one, reaching and folding. Inhale, arching. And exhale, extending. Inhale, arch again. And exhale, fold. Inhale, circle sweep, reach up. And exhale, hands in front of your heart. Pressing the thumbs to the sternum. Maybe being able to feel your heart beating back behind your hands. We use repetition to calm the mind. Gives the mind something to do. And after the repetitions, it tends to calm, it tends to back off. Let's practice some twists today that are great for Releasing stress hormones, great for upregulating the parasympathetic nervous system, the rest, digest, renew. With your inhale, press the palms, reach the arms up. And with the exhale, starting in the low back, twist toward the right. So the left hand comes to the opposite edge of the right thigh, and the right hand reaches back behind you. You have your right hand on the side of the chair, back behind you on the ground, maybe reaching for the left hip. Let's bring the chin toward the right shoulder, sitting up as tall as you can. 3 deep inhales and exhales here. On your next inhale, slowly unwind as you come back to the center, exhaling. Pressing the palms together once again in front of your heart space. With the inhale, press the palms up. And with the exhale, the twist starts toward the left. In the low lumbar, right hand comes to the opposite edge of the left thigh. And the left hand is reaching for the side of the chair, back behind you, or the right hip, bringing the chin toward the left shoulder and softening in the shoulders. Releasing that tendency to grasp and tighten. Breathing in and out. Take a deep inhale here. On your exhale, unwind head, shoulders, and low back. Inhaling, circle sweep, reach up. Press the palms together as you exhale, coming into a forward fold. And breathing. Let's extend the exhale here. Inhale, nostrils. Exhale, mouth. 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, nostrils. Exhale through the mouth. 4, 3, 2, 1. Last one on your own. With your next inhale, circle sweep, reach up, press the palms together, and exhale, hands in front of your heart space. Bring the hands to the thighs. Notice how you feel. Once again, we're practicing being in the moment, not resisting, not grasping. We'll practice another calming breath that's called the bee's breath. We'll practice this 3 times, but it involves you closing off your ears. So you can either take your index fingers and put them inside of the ear, or you can take that little flap of cartilage and close the ear. With the inhale, of course, we're going to feel that lengthening. And with the exhale, we'll make a humming sound like a bee. So here we go. Decide if you want your fingers in your ears or with the cartilage covering up the hole. Inhale. Inhale. Last one on your own. Releasing the fingers from the ears, bringing your awareness to your face, your throat, your ears, softening the shoulders, drop the tongue from the roof of the mouth if it's crept up. And slowly coming into a comfortable seated posture. You can use the back of the chair. You can lie down on the ground if you're able. When we practice yoga, we use the centering, we use the breath, we use movement in conjunction with breath to help calm the fluctuations of the mind. Yoga is the practice of calming the fluctuations of the mind. We'll sit quietly today for about 3 minutes or so. And feel free to use temperature when the mind wanders. You can use sense of touch. You can use breath awareness. Every time the mind wanders, it's an opportunity. It's a very important part of the practice. It's an opportunity to come back to the present. It's what we call a mindful moment, just noticing that the mind is wandering. Bring your awareness to that physical sense of self, that outer casing we call body. And just notice here, as if you're studying, as if you're attending to a friend or a client or a patient. Notice if the body feels tense or relaxed or somewhere in between. Giving an opportunity for the body to speak, to communicate. Just listening. Now bring your awareness to your mind. Noticing if the mind feels calm or agitated or neither or somewhere in between. Gifting yourself with awareness of self. How is it in the mind in this moment? Finally, bringing your awareness to your heart. And notice if the heart feels opened or closed, calm or peaceful or tight or something else. What is it that your heart wants to say to you, wants to communicate in this moment? Take a moment here in gratitude for the body, for the mind, for the heart, for this attention that you've given to yourself for the last 30 minutes. When we are in the present, we are less stressed, more calm. We tend to be happier. Pain tends to lessen. And in honor of this season of giving, we'll end class today using a mudra or a hand yoga. Taking the right hand, bringing the fingers together and tucking the thumb in close. Tuck the elbow in tight toward the body. We're going to do the same thing with the left hand, but the left hand is going to come down to the ground. So the either pointing toward the ground or on the ground, the left thumb tucked in tight. The fingers are touching each other, light pressure. Yogic principles teach that the right hand gives and the left hand receives. Remember in this season to be gracious in receiving and giving. Remember, it's the same thing that your breath does, that the circulatory system does. And let a sense of gratitude wash over you, head to toe, toe to head. Pressing the palms together in front of your heart space. May you be safe, may you be healthy, may you be happy, and may you live a life of ease. Namaste.